Welcome 2024, and by gosh, make this your year. No more excuses, because we've now pushed 2023 out with what you learn. We are here to expand even more. I don't know about you, but I'm determined. I am really determined to make it a completely different year to the last 3 years. So wow, welcome, welcome, welcome. And yes, there's so many predictions out there. And to tell you the truth, I'm not going to get into that, because what timeline, what frequency are you on to what you want to believe in? And are you going to listen to half of that, or are you going to lock in on those timelines that have said this is going to happen, that's going to happen? If you think about it, that is the date that everybody is going to psychically put out for it to happen. You don't want it to happen. Don't energize and put the frequency out. Change up. Now, since I did my last video, oh my gosh, I have been in my own world with my family, and I just merged my whole being, stepped out of that other reality that's out there. We are now here by ourselves, and I'm now coming back in to the peacefulness, the serenity. And holy moly, I've just lost my piece of paper and I need to grab it. Oh my God, that's so funny. Now, one other thing that my mother said to me, she said, Karen, I keep getting these feathers. They just keep landing in front of me. And I said, yeah, that's spirit. And it's Dad coming through. Since she said that, all of a sudden, I too am receiving the feathers landing in front of me. I haven't had that for a long time. So that's just so beautiful. And another thing that's happening in the family are the fantails. They're coming into our homes. Again, while I mentioned on another video, there was a fantail that while my husband was doing the building on the deck, I knew it was Dad. And I just said to them, it's a blessing. Do not look at the other of what's put out there. It is death. And it's been a huge blessing for them, because it uplifted them. And my mother, she just said to this fantail, come on, I need to show you the way out. And she put a little stick in front of him, and the fantail jumped on, and then she took him to the door, and away he went. Now that's beautiful. What a true blessing. So I also, in between my crazy time, I just jotted down a few thoughts that came through. And yes, I will pick up on the videos, but at the moment, I've just had time out, and I was being in nature, and I have swum every day. I have been out at night times with the sky, and just listen to the birds. They're really trying to come through. Whatever you do, the word you use, I am, you're commanding yourself a program. We've been led to believe time is slow in the third dimension, but yet in reality, there are time codes allowing you to move, curving and twisting time around. There is what you call elliptical curve, as nothing is solid. This is the quantum frequency that I love connecting in with. So what you see in front of you is energy, and energy creates possibilities. Depending where you wish to focus your energy will depend on your outcome for this year. We are participating in the most incredible experience for our souls. There are so many energies now that are coming in to assist us. And they're coming in so many forms of light into our dimension. It's getting full out there. It really is. They are from the ancient star alliances and different planets, star systems. It's incredible. And just even when I've just said that, I just feel this an incredible love that just comes through and around us. They are assisting us in many forms to help assist our bodies to adjust in the higher frequencies, because the Schumann resonance, oh my gosh, we've had 2 blackouts in the last couple of days. The frequencies with the solar flares is intense. They're beaming codes in the atmosphere in which we are receiving. Many of you are receiving the information as new thought patterns at this time. You wonder where and how you are coming up with new ideas at the moment. Don't doubt yourself. It's time now to go with the flow and go with them. It's all about trust. Trust in yourself and not having to be reliant on somebody else. The veil has been lifted, and it's now your time to step up and into the higher version of yourself, to remember who you are. You don't have to look for it. It's how you look after yourself to be able to adjust your body to bring forth the light codes within. Just know deep down within, you already have all the answers. Love is the ultimate key. You can be in love with family and friends and experiences, as this is what assists you to seek the higher energies of existence. Everyone is capable of this. So many are in relationships that they are stuck in fear and anxiety, where they hold themselves back as they feel they are not worthy of love. That is a deep-seated program, and this is the time for you to change this year. Why are you still there? Why are you at that job that you hate? You really struggle. Turn you from the inside out. Find you. Find it in here. Spend that time with you. And yes, there are so much going on out there, and the reveals are coming in, and they're going to come in thick and fast. But also, we are going to have a lot of different outrageous storms and floodings and fires still. That's still got to take place on our higher frequencies, because while that's happening, something over here is happening. And even Miami with the mall where the police were called in because the youth had sticks, and yet hundreds of people had seen these beams up to 10 feet tall. So yeah, I know things are changing up, and we need you to come at peace and find your reality, not the reality that you've been made to be put in to make this. Find this, because that's your pot of gold right now. In another video, I want to talk about quantum physics, time bending, med beds, sound vibrational healing, the credit system, one world currency, telepathic communication. But I can go on, and all I wanted to say, it's all about rebalancing and cleansing the world and within. You can't keep going on this way, as the dark side has to be exposed, to be cleared out. So more people are waking up to the spiritual awakening. You will see each other on the new frequencies, and yes, there are still people asleep. And yesterday we went to another family funeral, and I went up to this young gentleman. He wrote a song for that beautiful soul that passed, and he got up and sung it, and I followed his voice, I followed his frequency, I listened to the sound that he channeled through. I was bawling. I just let the tears flow. It was incredible, because realistically there is so much we need to shed. And yes, he touched my soul, because it also brought through for my father's passing. I went up to that beautiful soul and I gifted him a reading of what came through for him, because he touched the frequency, the soul sound of his frequency of his voice needs to go out far and wide. But it was incredible, the journey he took me on. And I have to say, gosh, since or just before Christmas, I'll be talking to somebody or I'll be doing something and the tears will just flow. And I've allowed them, because that's part of our growth. It's part of letting go. So if you find that, connect in and let those tears flow. There is nothing wrong with you, because if you think about it, if the universe is lifting, the earth atmosphere is all changing, our cells are enhancing and blending, and we have old hurts, old pain. Why do we want to bring them in? Why do we want to keep carrying them, causing disease in the body? Allow things to shift. Go to the river, go to the beach, totally surrender them, because I really do feel more at peace. I feel that outside of my realm doesn't exist on all this disaster and blah blah blah. Yes, that's happening because there is a massive cleanup. The cleanup is happening because the underworld is getting exposed. It's coming up, and they believe that they have to keep showing and come out with a vengeance. But it's you. It's you that will dissolve. It is you that will bring the light. We are the warriors of light. We have the strength, we have the power to change reality as it stands. For all the people that can't see. And I have to say, we had guests and there was a big group of them. I saw the car that they came in, the vehicle. I did not see one soul. It was the quietest I've ever heard this place. And they slipped away and I never saw one soul. So people are shifting up, because I, for myself, felt like I had shifted out of that reality and I couldn't see them. I didn't connect to them. They were of another frequency, and this is what you will find. You will not resonate to a lot of people now. You will find that big groups you're not wanting to participate in, apart from the frequency people that you resonate to. So don't feel that you are alone, because you are not. You are honoring yourself, but do the work. Don't just blob and do nothing. Bring forth your gift, become at peace, and stand tall and bring your light through, because the more of us that does brings the energy through, the higher we lift the vibration. Because I've seen in so many days youths that have gone wild, have gone to another level, and yeah, they're them. You put the alcohol, they've gone crazy. Many people have gone into a completely another reality. But they're showing themselves up. They're letting you know who they are. Whatever you do, do not have any confrontation with them. Step back, send them light, and lift them up and out. Wherever you are, lift the surrounding energy of that place up. Lift it up. The universe is showing you whatever you were going through, whatever hardship, whatever pain that you may be going through, step through it, then look back and go, what did I learn from that? What was the lesson? Because now from here on in, the growth that you are going to make is going to be exponential. Don't think the universe is not with you or you're alone. Look at the situation that you were placed in and really give gratitude when you get it. Because yeah, most of us are slow learners. But when you realize it's been gifted to you because you have asked to change, you have asked for help. How can the universe help you if you are stuck? When you are stuck, you can sit there, you can cry, you can get angry, you can get frustrated, or you can become in depression. But anyway, when you hit rock bottom, that is when you will climb. That is when you find your strength. And that is when you make the decision to change. So I'm telling you now, change for God's sake. Because 2024 is your year. You can stay stuck. But the universe will always put you in a situation to have to climb. No matter how hard it is, you've been touched by an angel. And you have been blessed. It's up to you to get yourself out. Nobody else is going to save you. You have to recognize who you are. You save yourself, and then you can help the souls behind you. So lead the way and don't follow. Never follow the herd. Stand out and go the opposite way. But feel the way in which you walk. You walk with your truth and your heart just expanding. So I bless you today, and let's go forth. And it's really interesting because I just got told I had to pull 3 cards out for you, and in a few days I'll do a full spread. But this is such a beautiful scene out here. It's just so peaceful. So find somewhere you can sit in the garden and just be with the nature, because more and more of us are feeling the call to the trees. The trees are alive and they are so powerful right now. The souls of the trees are really coming out. And what's beautiful, two of my grandies can see them. They can see the energy and they get fixated, and I take them to the trees and I say to them, you can see them, can't you? You can see them. And they just in absolute awe. So let's pull 3 cards out. You have the power within, and bring that within inside yourself, because you have the knowledge of where you're from. You have the strength to keep going, and do not hold back. Bring that strength, and you are never to give up. You stand, you breathe, and you restore, and you find your strength and your power, and you can go forth again. At this time is the perfect time to rest and rejuvenate and become one with the trees. And how appropriate is what I've just said. Sit with the trees, because the knowledge that the trees and the wisdom they carry. You absorb, and they will help you through. For you are never alone when you are with the trees. Love begins with you. The more you love yourself, then it flows and goes out. Nobody can love you if you don't love yourself. So work on yourself right now. This is the month for it. In February, there will be a massive shift in your reality. January, really do a lot of healing, self-healing, and step out of the matrix that you have put yourself in. And one last card that you will be gifted with. And there was a door that just closed, I heard, and it's shut the door of 2023 and back, because now your passion has been ignited. Surge that power, surge it, bring it up, and let it come through. You owe this to yourself, because this is your year. If you like this, share it with another friend, and I'd really like to do some question and answers. So if you've got a question, put it through in the comments, or otherwise go on my website, karenodell.co.nz, come through there and write a question for me, because I'd really like to answer some of your questions, because too many are suffering, and let's shift it up. And I love you. Thank you for listening, and let's make this our year. Love you. Bye bye.